So, Operation Awaken Embryo Eve is upon us, and it seems to be a very big operation. Comparing this to the original Magical Girls show of Madoka Magica, I'm gonna be honest, I am more intrigued with this story than I am with the original. The only thing the original really had was its philosophy and the characters. But this one has so much more. You have tons of characters, so many perspectives, so many reasons. And of course, its big plot and plan. The world of Madoka Magica is truly expanded here. And I do appreciate that more than the other one. The other one, it was just the characters themselves that were holding the show, which was itself was phenomenal. It made it such a hit. But this here right now does so much more. And I don't think a lot of people are going to appreciate it, unfortunately, but that's just my opinion when it comes down to it. But this operation seems to be huge, man. So somebody didn't tell you in the last review that they're creating the witch factory, where they're creating their own artifice, their own witches, holding them up. And then it turns out they're feeding it to this giant artificial witch. This entire thing feels like the Dwemer from the Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is a video game by Bethesda, a franchise series, anyways. And there are these elves that are very advanced, called the Dwemer. And instead of worshipping the gods that they were aware that existed, they wanted to create their own god that could serve them and them alone. And it was an artificial god. So this kind of reminds me of what Magic Girls are doing here in this show. They're pretty much the Dwemer, in a way. They're doing whatever they can, even having innocent people to be harmed and feeding them to the witches, and straight back into the Usawa, the artificial witch, or become strong to have their salvation. For those who are normal to share the pain that they've been going through this entire time. You can really truly see Toka like this evil dictator, ruler, who's just like, yeah. Because at the end of the day, none of the girls know what's going on. Not even Fuyu, she's sitting there with her glass. I don't know how old Fuyu is, but I think she's drinking alcohol. So who knows? Or maybe she's just drinking illegally. Who knows? But either way, none of she knows what's going on. No one knows what's going on, especially lower ranks. Most of the time, the grunts never know what's going on. They're only informed what they have to do, and that's it. And sometimes even the higher ups themselves are kept in the dark on certain things because the true masterminds want no one knowing about the plan. So people like, Sana, Felicia, and even Corey, they were just grunts, grunts that weren't really capable of having that kind of information. They weren't high up on there. But at the same time, what's going on with Sura now? We haven't seen Sura the entire time. I know last time I saw her last season where she seemed out of it, and she seems even more out of it this time. So yeah, something's really going on here. So a lot of crazy stuff's going on. Of course, you're going to see Kyoko again. Kyoko is having her own reason being that she stole a bunch of grief seeds there, getting Felicia and Sana in trouble, which was hilarious. And then, of course, because of the little incident, they discovered the factory of the witch factory. And, of course, Felicia, who hates witches for her own reasons, doesn't like this. She don't know what side she's on. You want to kill witches. You also want to stop magical girls from becoming witches, but at the same time, you're involved in an area where you are involved with these witches, in a way. Then you see them being fed to this giant artificial witch and stuff. So pretty much what I'm seeing is also a Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla kind of thing, where the greatest, most destructive, evil witch of all time, while Progress Not, is coming, and they're creating their own witch, feeding it original witches to it, so it becomes stronger. So that way, that's strong enough to become the fight of World Progress Not. Now, when I'm saying all this, something really gets to me. It really gets to me when you watch the original series. If World Progress Not, okay, is the strongest witch in the Madoka the Magica series. Before, the after thing where Madoka becomes a god and stuff like that. Why didn't Homura gather up other magical girls? If there were, because there are magical girls around the world. That was pretty much established in the original series. So even with this, where there are cities around them, knowing about what progress done, the destruction it will cause, why didn't they? I don't know. Why didn't she ask for help? If you wanted to help out Madoka the entire time, you could have asked for an entire army. Because think about it. When it really comes down to it, um, the girls in the original series were able to defeat Rock Power Not, even if it meant some of them being nearly destroyed or being destroyed, turning into a witch or dying away. They were able to do it. But the girls in Kamehameha City are way stronger. The witches are stronger. And of course, there's probably other countries and other cities nearby as well. So, would it make sense? Just saying to ask for magical girls around the world. You have the power of time. You can literally do this. Homura. Think, Homura. Think. This is, oh my goodness. I was thinking about this too when I was watching and thinking about, wow, these magical girls are strong. They want to come out serious strong. I'm like, they all should have a problem being my progress not if the original group were able to beat it and it cost them their lives or them becoming a witch at least. But for some reason, people come on. So it's just I'm trying to really think here because the girls that come out of city are stronger than the ones where Madoka comes from. So what I mean, they will be able to like a big handful of them will be able to easily take down Raw Progress not if that's the case because they're not all super strong, but they're stronger than the ones in the original city. I'm just having a hard time. Or maybe they just recon some stuff and maybe our progress not stronger than what they were supposed to be before, or maybe it's the time paradox. It's causing them to become stronger. Who knows? But I was just thinking about that thing. Like, come on, people. But anyway, that's all I got for this vid. I'm gonna ponder on this thought a little bit more. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. And speaking of that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.